I'm Yvonne Porcella, and I'm at the International Quilt Association Quilt Festival, Houston, Texas, October the 30th, 2014. And I'd like to share with you a new series that I worked on. And it took me about 6 months to do this series. Essentially, it's a conversation with other artists so that there's inspiration from looking at art history in each one of the panels. Except occasionally I will put in one of my own personal experiences. And if I was traveling and able to have an alcoholic drink, my drink of choice would be a martini with an olive, please, over ice. And so I decided, looking at that wonderful little green olive with the red center, I've made a number of pieces of art just based on that single, and you'll see in my artwork, if you look at other images, I have the olive in there. And so I decided that who chooses which pimento goes in which olive? And do the olives say, I'll pick that one? Or does the pimento say, pick me, I want to go to that one? So the title of the quilt is Chaos in the Pimento Stuffing Room. So it was a lot of fun to make the series. There are 16 in the series, and they're all the same size. My height, which is 60 inches, and the width is 15 inches. And so far there's 16 in the series. And if I sell one, I will replace it. But they have wonderful titles like Jack and Jill, and Shinjuku, about an experience in Japan. There's another one called Labor Day, because that's exactly what I did on Labor Day when I was young. I would climb in the Sierra Nevadas, climb the mountains that are over 12,000 feet high. So I said, I'm going to make a quilt about that. And the greatest gift of my life was when my husband came into my studio and said, we climbed that. So he recognized it as one of our climbs, and I used 2 silk shirts that I painted in 1996, and I cut up the shirts to make the granite in the quilt. So it was a great fun thing to do. When you can't handle a big piece under the sewing machine, it's nice to start in small chunks, and bigger really is better. So when I can fill a wall with my little 15-inch by 60-inch pieces, it's just a wonderful expression. It's the first time I've seen them all together hung.